we didn't get bullied for liking anime. We got bullied for liking anime while being ugly. It's about time somebody...
I got swords on my turn my ride time. Ninjas with me, niggas throwing stars at these bitches. Eating ramen noodles in the hood with my ninjas.
This video is labeled Nerdy Black Men Get No Love.
But I knew I had to talk about it because it related to me personally. Now, me and Twitter have a love-hate relationship. On one hand, some of the funniest people alive are on Twitter. But on the other hand, some of the dumbest people alive are on Twitter. But over the years, I've learned how to balance it out because you got to do that if you want to be on Twitter and not lose brain cells. And very few tweets move.
Nerd into description? Okay, maybe.
I have to make a video on them. Like it is my duty, my calling to talk about them.
Nerdy ass. Hold on, I gotta bring back shot. Nerdy ass black man. It's a trap. That's a trap. That's a trap. I don't too much know if this chick on Twitter is being for real, but I know there's a lot of people that go on the internet, a lot of women go on the internet, and they just say shit that they know people want to hear. You ever go on TikTok and you see women and they be like, athletes, hood niggas, nerds to stay inside play video games. Yeah, no, that'd be capping. So I don't know if this internet cap or what, but
Now, upon initial contact, this tweet was a bit of an eyebrow raiser for reasons that will become evident later. However, I decided to dig a little deeper and take a trip to this person's Twitter bio. Now, I'm showing you their bio because I want you to get a feel for the type of people who post stuff like this. I want you to get a feel for the type of people who post stuff like this.
Okay, with this, well, she obviously is a gamer, so
I want you to get a feel for the type of people.
Okay.
Yo, I went to see what kind of game she streams, and I came across this. I just got to put it in here because this shit is humorous.
Hello?
What am I looking at?
What do they want me to do? Understanding.
Well, why are you doing like this, bro? Why is this?
Other way. I'm so stupid.
You get the picture? And I don't have to travel far because it is the top reply at the bottom of the original tweet.
If they read Bleach, hold on, whoa, I heard somebody read Bleach.
Far because it is
most of the time when niggas say if you read Bleach, either some bullshit's finna follow or facts. I can't tell.
Top reply at the bottom of the original.
If they read Bleach, Berserk, and Fairy
The problem that I have with this tweet is that it's all cap.
Respectful.
Because if you've grown up as a nerdy black dude, as I have, you would know that black women would not touch you with a 10-foot pole. But I'll talk about that later. Back to the tweet. It was so bad that somebody started a separate Twitter thread where they asked,
if you are a black woman that likes nerdy men, comment
black women to post their nerdy black boyfriends. And all that Twitter thread ended up being was black women posting their conventionally attractive boyfriends who just so happened to be in the nerdy stuff. Now, I will admit that there was a few couples in there that truly were just two nerds falling in love. But what made the tweet even funnier was that in that thread, a couple of black women were getting exposed for lust.
Wait, hold on, I gotta read. You know what I'm saying? We gotta really read this shit. You wanna read it? I was a white man's whore. Okay. Y'all, that was the most adorable white boy helping me on my shoot yesterday. I just wanted to put him in my pocket and take him home as a pet. I don't know how I feel about that one. He was hyping me up, holding the mirror for me so I could see how I looked. He got so red when I did my topless shoot.
Women were getting exposed for lusting after
dorky white boys. I'm not reading all
white
that.
men in the past. And all I got to say about that is those in glass houses should not throw stones. Now, here comes the part where I talk about my personal experience on this topic. I don't know if you realize it yet, but I myself am a black nerd. I am an African American male who possesses unconventional hobbies such as anime and video games. I'm not going to use the term blurred because I think that shit sounds fucking stupid. I've been playing video games and watching anime since I was in grade school. I got a fat ass PS2 game collection. On occasion, I
gotta wake my ass up for working about 4 hours. It's tough, man.
I really do this nerd shit. And I can safely say after 20 years of being a nerd has never gotten me any pussy whatsoever. No woman in the history of ever has ever wanted to date me because I told her I liked Inuyasha or Cowboy Bebop or Dragon Ball Z.
Facts. No, that's facts. That's facts, man. Let me tell you something, bro. Don't get me wrong, bro. I had 7 women throughout the years, but not a single time did I ever get any chick because I like any of the nerdy media that I like. No, I never fucking read them a Green Lantern comic and it got their vaginas wet. Never
happened.
Yeah.
On the real though, could you imagine that? Hey girl, I play video games. I watch big, juicy, thick PS2 collection. Being a nerd never got me any bitches, just plain and simple. I'll tell you what it did get me though. It got me flamed and ridiculed often until about the beginning of high school.
Yeah.
No joke, I got called gay for nearly a whole semester after I mentioned that I played video games. Y'all think I'm making this up? This happened in 8th grade. Now with this in mind, you can imagine how surprised I was when people began to come out of the woodwork just a few years later talking about how much they love nerdy men. Ooh, I love me a guy who likes anime. Now people are trying to rewrite history and say people didn't get bullied back in the day for liking anime. Oh, you didn't get bullied for liking anime? You got bullied because you Naruto.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. See, I'm finna. See, okay, finally, this the part why I get a chance to go off. Niggas didn't get bullied simply for liking anime. To the whole story about how you try to turn Super Saiyan gym class in front of the hoes. You know, I'm gonna wait.
For liking anime?
They're so mad at makeup like anime because they still haven't healed for the middle school wounds. So anime did not get you bullied. It was your lack of hygiene, lack of human decency, your creepiness towards girls, and your Naruto runs. People locked up in the arms.
You got bullied because
you didn't get bullied for like anime niggas. You would just run down the hall like a weirdo.
Naruto ran.
You didn't get bullied for like anime. Okay, I get it.
Always and tried to go Super Saiyan in the middle of class. Bro, how?
Nah. I'm gonna let him finish.
You gonna tell me what happened to me? I didn't get called gay for liking Dragon Ball Z. The worst offenders of this revisionist history campaign are the girls who want to sit there and tell you, oh, y'all didn't like us back in high school. Y'all always went after all of the white girls. Hold up, let me get this straight. So you're telling me that as hard as it was back then to find a girl, let alone a black girl who was into nerdy stuff, nerdy black men was just out here curving nerdy girls left and right?
Yeah.
This is some bullshit.
I wish I was getting approached by some nerdy black girls back in high school and middle school. In my entire school career, I only knew 3 black girls who was into nerdy shit. One of them used to bully me, the other one friend zoned me, and the third one moved away. Now, 2 out of 3 of those girls are dating white guys now, but that's besides the point. All I'm saying is nerdy black girls, nerdy girls in general, they was not just popping up out of thin air back in the day like y'all say they were. If anything, the nerdy girls were the ones who were going after other dudes, because there was always this weird phenomenon that happened in high school where almost none of the nerdy guys had girlfriends, but almost all of the nerdy girls had boyfriends. Look, back in the day, it was a drought for nerdy dudes. I remember back in high school when we had this esports club, right? This was around the time all the freshmen, like all of the new freshmen that started joining the esports club, right? There was this out of like 10, maybe 12 dudes. Anytime she would walk in the classroom, she just had a legion of dudes flocking her. She wasn't even that attractive. Like, she had teeth that looked like picket fences. Like, her teeth were throwing up gang signs. They were going in like all sorts of opposite directions. It was.
Hey, say, bro, I think we all went to high school with a chick who was black, nerdy, had messed up teeth, but for some reason had big titties. I think we all do that one chick.
Crazy, but for some odd reason, she always.
That's not a nerd. That's a furry.
So to anybody who says, "You just didn't want us,"
Shut your goddamn ass up.
That's all we wanted back then. All we wanted was to be able to play Budokai Tenkaichi 2 with our little boo thing right next to us. But we couldn't get that. It was hard out here for nerds. And then you got people who just get nasty with it. I saw this one dude on Twitter say, "You didn't get bullied because you watched anime. You were just a horrible person."
What?
I can't believe it. Watching Inuyasha.
Nah, she was definitely a nerd cosplaying Misa from Death Note.
Made me such a horrible person.
I mean,
I've been so blind. Man, compared to me, King Von must have been a saint. Bro, stop it.
Get some help.
Now, as much dogging as I just did on people who said we didn't get bullied for liking anime, I gotta agree with them to an extent. We didn't get bullied for liking anime. We got bullied for liking anime while being ugly. It's about time somebody.
I'm gonna save my comments for the end of this because I'm finna go off at the end of this video because he's speaking so much facts, bro. I pissed in your cup. Really? It's a little salty, but I probably recommend drinking a little more water, my boy.
Because it's so dishonest. Women, be honest. You do not like nerds. You like conventionally attractive dudes who just so happen to be into nerdy stuff. Seriously, can you recall a time where a man has gotten you soaked by telling you that he's read Berserk 5 times? I didn't think so. You met a guy that you found attractive, and him being into the same stuff that you were into was merely a bonus. You already wanted to date him. In my 20 years of living, I've never heard a woman tell another girl, he was fine, but he wasn't in the anime. Could you believe that? I told him,
that don't happen. That doesn't happen.
into anime, he's got to be watching Inuyasha, Yu Yu Hakusho, Cowboy Bebop. I've seen nerdy women date men who aren't even remotely nerdy. You want to know why they still dated them? Because
this was good looking.
Attractive. So women, stop lying and saying that you like nerds. You don't. Ugly people have it rough. When you're ugly, everything you do is deemed weird and unappealing. There's a reason it took anime this long to go mainstream, even though anime's been out since like the 1980s. That's because attractive people started liking anime. And when people like Megan Thee Stallion and Michael B. Jordan started coming out talking about how much they like anime, that's when anime started to become mainstream. If these celebrities weren't talking about anime would have never seen the light of day. It would have remained underground and people would still be getting bullied for liking Dragon Ball Z. So if nobody's gonna say it, I'm gonna be the one to say it. There is a difference between a nerd and a conventionally attractive man who happens to like nerdy things. You want proof? I'll show you proof. There's proof in the very thread that I was talking about earlier about all of the girls going through and just posting their conventionally attractive man who just so happened to be in the nerdy stuff. Look at this right here. Look at how sad this is. This man posted his selfie talking about how he needs his confidence boost. Somebody, I'm already knowing. Comments, man, you better go find it.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that, bro. Nigga, don't ever go on Twitter looking for a confidence boost, my boy. He set himself up for that one.
On top of that, where's all of the black women who say they like nerdy black men? If it was true that you like nerdy black men, y'all should be running this man's DMs up. Look, even he knows what's up. In the name of all that is holy, man, okay? Just tell him the truth. Like, seriously, it's getting sad at this point. So, in conclusion, black women, listen, you can lie to me and you can lie to your mama, but you can't lie to yourself. You do not like nerds. You like sexy ass men who just so happen to be into nerdy things. We not mad at that. We know that. Just admit it. There's no need to lie about it. So, yeah, like I said before, I got a longer video in the works. It should be done pretty soon. I've been working on this thing.
Alright, man, let me go ahead and like this nigga video. Quit, this nigga deserve a like. Listen, bruh, as someone who grew up getting bullied for liking anime and video games, bro, everything he just said is facts. Growing up in middle school, everybody used to bully me because I like the anime and video games, bro. Simple, dog. 2015, 2016, that's when the switch in anime became mainstream, bro. I feel like RDC World was the biggest reason for why anime became mainstream, bro. When they start doing those skits, motherfuckers start liking it. They start coming out saying they like the video games and anime too. But he just spit facts, bro. Women don't actually like nerds themselves because they're ugly. They like attractive men who also just happens to be into nerdy things as well. And most of the time, that be cap. Listen, I'm not saying all women. There are a lot of women out there who don't even be nerds. Listen, you liking Dragon Ball, liking Naruto. Listen, if you watch Dragon Ball and Naruto and you play Call of Duty in 2K, that does not make you a nerd. You're not a nerd. You're not a gamer. That's like the default tutorial mode fucking media, fiction media, bro. They only watch Dragon Ball and Naruto, and I don't want to claim that they're a nerd. That is not the truth. And also, the biggest thing I want to talk about too is the level of gaslighting that niggas have came together and done. That whole thing about you didn't get bullied back then for liking anime, you got bullied because you're Naruto run. So apparently, every single person that has came out and said they got harassed for liking anime, I guess also is just Naruto run. Get bullied for fucking liking anime. You got bullied for Naruto running. That's gaslighting. That's trying to rewrite history. Every time I hear that shit, it pisses me off a little bit because that's actually cap, bro. Like, nah, that shit's dumb. Shit's stupid, bro.
Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world. The longer you live, the more you will realize.